Okay, so let's go ahead to recruiting because, in fact, we have a few updates about some of these players that we're going after on the recruiting trail.
Hey, John, what's the date today?
September 23rd, 2025.
'Tis the season for flip season. Yeah, we're entering flip season, boys, and we are going to talk about 4 committed players. Well, really 5. One's our own. We'll get into that as well. But the very first player we're going to talk about is a player I am very high on, somebody we've talked about, Nick Abrams, linebacker Nick Abrams. This dude's a dog. This is the number 1 linebacker target for Michigan. And it does appear that Michigan is still talking to Nick Abrams. And what makes this interesting is Nick Abrams did commit to Georgia, but as you know, until signing day, they may have won the battle, but they didn't win the war. And this is who Michigan is currently targeting. It does appear to be a Michigan, Georgia, Oregon battle. NIL does not appear to be an issue for Michigan. They appear to be very willing to do what needs to be done here. That said, it just comes down to Michigan closing. The good news is, Nick Abrams' father is a big time businessman in the DC area, or in the I believe it's the DMV area. But we all know Michigan is known for its business school, the Ross Business School, and it does appear Nick Abrams does want to go to school for business. So that's another feather in our cap. And this is something that I've wanted to hit on, not wanted to, but something we did hit on all summer. Yeah, we may lose on a kid. We may lose on a kid here and there, but the reality is Michigan is going to take their shots as this season, or as the recruiting season closes. And I fully expect in the next 2 months, October, November, into December, Michigan is going to flip some kids. And I'm not guaranteeing we're getting Nick Abrams, but I am going to let you know Michigan is going to do their best to get Nick Abrams. And we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, you're going to war with the big boys. We're talking Georgia and Oregon. These are major players. The one thing that Georgia has over Michigan is Nick Abrams loves the way, and that closing speed was stupid on that
love
play.
Love that play there.
Yeah, this kid's legit. I want him. I want Nick Abrams. Like I think he'd be an excellent addition to this class, man. But yeah, I mean, the thing he loves is Georgia's the way they develop their linebackers, which I mean, I think we can all respectfully understand that. But Michigan has also developed very good defensive players as well. So something to monitor, something we will monitor, as the updates come, we'll bring them. But this is a player that many of us are high on, and for good reason. And if Michigan can pull this off, then that's big time. So that's where we are with this one, John.
Yeah. This is the type of player you want to get for a lot of reasons. He fits Michigan's DNA. He fits the likes of the Hausmans and the Michael Barretts and some of the top linebackers that Michigan's had. He's got some of those qualities. So I think it would be great to bring him over to our side.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, big time player to watch. Next player we'll talk about is somebody that I believe Moose is a big fan of. I'm pretty sure he is. It's Khary Adams. That's Khary, not I, John, but doesn't matter. Currently committed to Notre Dame. Runs a 10,700 meter. Very good player. Michigan is looking to land an elite corner to close out the cycle. The next 3 players are elite DBs. John, I must not have told you about Havon Finney. My bad. That's on me, though.
That might have been the one you were thinking of.
Well, it's probably the one. Well, Juju, I think, says you forgot one. He might have been mentioning. Hey, Juju, is Havon Finney the one you were talking about? That is the one that's not on here. But yeah, Khary Adams, Notre Dame commit. Michigan has been in contact. This one's not over. And we will give a shout out here to E.J. Holland, because E.J. Holland has said that even if Khary Adams commits to Notre Dame, he still feels, all right, I'll get to Juju's point in a moment. He did say that even if he does commit to Notre Dame, he feels Michigan could potentially flip this kid. So we'll see there. One to monitor. I mean, there is no question Michigan is looking to land an elite corner. Both these kids are very good. Khary Adams is very good. Nick Abrams is very good, obviously linebacker. Next player we'll talk about is Devon Benjamin. This is my favorite. This one's my favorite. Please give me Nick Abrams and Devon Benjamin. Please give me Nick Abrams, Devon Benjamin, and keep Julian Walker. We'll get into Julian Walker. But if we can get Devon Benjamin, who is Jabril Pepper's light, big-time player, committed to Oregon, Michigan is still talking to him. Michigan is still pushing, still very aggressive. What's beautiful here, boys and girls, is we are seeing Michigan currently court and try and flip 3 corners. So they have options, which is good. When you have options, you have potential leverage, even though they're not committed to you, but you can still use it to your advantage because there'll be demand. And so end of the day, I think Michigan's in a good spot in terms of entering flip season. The next player we will talk about is Havon Finney, who is committed to LSU. This is another kid that Michigan has continued to be in contact with. And again, Michigan is trying to land that elite corner. And one of these kids might be the one they flip. We'll see. Hopefully they get one of them. All 3 of them are elite. All 3 of them are very good. If I had to rank it, I would go Devon Benjamin, Khary Adams, then Finney. But that's me. But I'm so high on Devon Benjamin. I think he's just special. I think he's special. I think he's an X factor, impact player, game changer. The next player. Oh, and I wanted to hit on Juju's point. He says the player that I don't have up here, and there's a reason why I don't, Juju. It's Hodge. Hodge is the linebacker committed to Michigan State. The reason why I don't have him up here is because I'm going to be honest. Well, a couple reasons. One, we know Nick Abrams is their number 1 target. It does appear that Hodge is a maybe potential consolation prize, potential consolation. I'm not high on Hodge. I'm just not. So I'm kind of just observing that one from a distance. I don't love the kid's film. Respectfully, I don't. That's my opinion, though. I could be wrong. My opinion is what it is, right? But I just don't love it. I just don't love it. The players we are talking about here, I love them. Love them all. They're very good. And plus, it appears Michigan's more monitoring that situation than being aggressive with that situation. So that's kind of why I've laid off that. Okay. The next player we'll talk about is Julian Walker, who is committed to Michigan. What's interesting about this is South Carolina, for those who don't know. Julian Walker's father works for the strength and conditioning staff for South Carolina. Michigan blew Julian Walker's father and uncle away on the visit. Like, it just blew him away. I mean, he essentially said he's never seen anything like it. He's been in this industry for 20 years.
That was impressive that they were able to do that with him, with his dad being who he is.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why they said they understood why Julian, he understands, like he knows there, he was, and of course he's a strength and conditioning coach for South Carolina, but he understands like why his son would be interested in Michigan, and he's not going to push him, but obviously there's pressure, and obviously, South Carolina is going to be in his ear. But what's interesting is Julian Walker will be visiting Michigan for the Wisconsin game. October 4th, he will be back, which would be a great time for Michigan to secure and build its lead, and make Julian Walker realize this is where home is. So that's something we are going to monitor. It's going to be a very big visit because we want Julian Walker in the class. We do not want to lose Julian Walker because with Titan Davis, Carter Meadows, Julian Walker, and who else do we have in this nasty defensive line class? We got Alistair Vallejo, Jesus,
yeah,
Tariq Bonney, and Mikhail Blade. This is stupid. This is elite. This is dumb. They're all good. Some obviously better than others, but all good. All are very good. We don't want to lose any of these kids. They're very good. So that's where we are there, John. The last player we'll hit on, though. This is a big one, but it's not for 2026. It's 2027, and it is Dakota Guerrant. Yes. So we all know the biggest need probably on this team. Let me think. Is it? It's wide receiver, I would think. I think wide receiver is the biggest need on this team. Now, of course, you want to keep adding. Offensive lineman depth and skill set, but we have a skill.
That's more like what we want to see.
Yeah. We have a skill deficit at the wide receiver position, and Michigan is working very hard to fix this. And this is one of the players they are targeting. This is Dakota Guerrant, 6'1" wide receiver out of Harper Woods, currently ranked 41 in the nation for the 2027 class. This kid is special. He is good. And here's the good news, boys. Michigan's been working on him for a while, but not only has Michigan been working on him for a while, he's going to be visiting Michigan. Not once, but twice in November. He's going to be visiting Michigan November 1st for the Purdue game, and then, of course, the 29th for the game. This is major because you're not coming here twice unless you are extremely interested in this program. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think Michigan's going to do absolutely everything in its power to land him. He already has a relationship with Bryce Underwood. He already has a relationship with his coaching staff. Ron Bellamy's done a good job here. I do feel if you said, TJ, where do you think this ends up? I think we're going to get him. And look how fluid he is. That is his balance, his fluidity, his ability to get out of his breaks, his ability, his burst, his acceleration. Just look at him get out of that break. Special player, boys. This is a good player.
That was double coverage.
This is a kid who will play on Sundays. Okay, this is a kid who will play on Sundays.
100%.
Very natural. He's very natural, and he high points the ball. This is the type of kid you get if you want to improve this offense. I'm very excited about the potential of landing him, and I want to let you guys know there is definite buzz that Michigan is going to change the trajectory of this wide receiver room with these upcoming cycles, whether it be the end of this cycle, transfer portal, or next cycle. Michigan's going, they are very aware of what they need to surround Bryce with and future quarterbacks like Brady Smeagol and Peter Bork. So I do anticipate that our wide receiver issues will not be much longer. So it's something we will monitor. Very excited. A lot of positive news. There should be more coming as flip season progresses. But I mean, just look at the high point.
Yeah.
Kid's good. Kid's good, man. Kid's good.
Yeah, and I understand that getting separation on high school players is easier, and I understand that. But there's an extra element that you can see on his film that can translate, right? The ability to catch the ball. How about that one? Let's get some people who can catch the ball.
Who's saying he's getting separation against high school players? Who's saying that's an issue? Is there a commenter?
No, but I mean, that's something that's been brought up in the past, like when you're going up against high school people versus when you go up against college people.
Yeah, you're going against your level of competition. Just as when you get to college, you'll be going against your level of competition.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are not excelling at the high school level, then that's an issue. Like, there's nothing wrong with the kid burning high school competition. Like, that, to me, that is, I hate that argument. Like, well, look who he's playing against.
Yeah.
Listen, there's something called transferable skills, and this kid has a lot of that. It's just natural. If you can't watch his film and think to yourself, oh, he's going to be good on Saturdays, then you're out of your mind. I mean, it's very clear this kid has a lot of skill and ability and natural talent. That's the other thing too.
Running.
Yeah, he's one of those who has talent. Now, if he works hard, he will have a very good career. But I hate the argument of like, oh, well, he's burning high school DBs. Well, who the fuck do you want to play against? He's going to play against high school DBs, boys. I mean, it's just what, I don't know. It's a silly argument to me. But, well, I mean, I've heard it too, like, not even like going, I've heard it too, John. I've heard the same debates, like especially with like running backs. Oh, he's pulling away against high schoolers. No shit. He's in high school.
But I think regardless of where you are because I'm with you, but regardless of where you are on that side, my point is that it goes beyond that. And there are things that I can point out that are transferable no matter what with this player. Like, this is exactly who we need.
Yes.
Like, who we don't have. Like, I think Marsh comes the closest. But you need more players like that.
And look, we got good wide receivers coming already. Like the answers to this wide receiver skill deficit is what we'll call it. It's already on its way. Zion Robinson, Travis Johnson, Jalen Pyle is it's not elite, but it's a pretty good haul. And let's watch what he does with his ball. Look at that. Look at his ability dude, he runs so nice. His stride is beautiful. His balance is just fantastic. He's so natural. He's built right too. Like, his lower body, he's just built right for a high schooler. I mean, he's just, look at him. Look at that stride, son. That's a player who will play on Sundays. Don't care. And if anyone wants to debate me on that, I'll put money on it. We got to wait 3 years.
Fair enough. So there's your recruiting updates here and some great players that Michigan is working furiously to bring over to the Wolverines.